So up until now, we've been using samplers in our DAW to create samples from our audio sounds. But you don't have to do that. You can take the audio that you've collected in the field and create a sample right from the project window. And then after you've created the sample, you can bring that into a sampler just to play it. So today what we're going to do is we're going to create a couple of samples from some audio that we recorded at Tulane University in New Orleans. The audio we're collecting is from some ground moving equipment. They're building something there. But there were some really nice loud sounds that I think we could use to make a couple of decent samples. I'm at Tulane University in New Orleans, listening to some very interesting excavation. Might make some good samples. So I'm bringing up the whole audio clip from the New Orleans construction site. Here's the section we're interested in. Okay, I've singled out the bit that we want to use for the samples. Now let's find the zero crossing at the beginning and end. Snip and remove the rest of the audio. Okay, it sounds correct. There it is. Let's move the clip to the beginning of the timeline, and that's it. We've got our audio. So now let's work on creating a kick drum from this clip. I'm getting the start and the end points. Okay, now let's bring in an EQ to kind of shape the frequencies a little bit. Since I haven't snipped the start and end points at their zero crossings, I'm doing that now. Now I'm going to use a Scarlett compressor to add a bit of kick to the start of the clip. I'm going to double this clip in order to have two separate palettes to work on. First, I'm going to pitch shift the second clip an octave down. I'm bringing it down a second octave. Yeah, to provide additional bottom. Now I'm adjusting the Scarlett compressor here for the second clip. Now I'm going to create a group track in the project window, and I'm going to route the two tracks to it so we can further manipulate the sound on both of them together. Okay, I want to add a bit of reverb to the overall sound just to fatten it up. That's a really nice kick. So I'm going to save that. And that's it for the kick. Now we're going to build a bass sample from the exact same audio clip. We're going to shape the sound by using Reason's synchronous effect modulator. This is available as an effect from the Reason Rack plugins. All right, let's shape that a little bit, add some fade out. Now let's bring in the Scarlett compressor one more time to give it more pop at the beginning. Now let's shape this so it sounds more like a bass than a kick. Okay, one thing that we can do is we're going to stretch the clip out twice its length to give us more audio to work with. Let's continue shaping the sound. Let's work on the tone some more. Now we're going to bring in Native Instruments guitar rig to add a bass amp and a bass quality to the sound. Okay, the guitar rig plugin should come before the compressor. Let's shape it some more. We're going to double the sound now. And we're going to add a Steinberg tone booster filter to the second sound. Let's add some EQ using the Steinberg graphic EQ. Now, Steinberg has an interesting modulation plugin called the Metalizer. We're going to use that to further shape the tone. Okay, now we're going to create a group track for the bass a different way. We're going to highlight the two tracks in the mixer. Right-click and use the group track option to automatically route those two tracks to the new group track. Now I'm EQing the group track a bit. Adding some compression using the Steinberg compressor. And finally adding some reverb to fatten it up. And that's it for the bass. Let's save that as a sample. Now on to the keyboard sample. Okay, we're going to pitch it up an octave. Pitch it up another octave. There we go, a third octave. So then we're going to shape the audio clip to get the right start and end points. Let's stretch the sound to double its length. There. And then set the fade out and reshape the start and end points again. I'm messing with the EQ a little bit here on it. And then I'm going to add some reverb using the Eventide 2016 Stereo Room plugin. And again, we're going to use the Steinberg compressor to give the sound a bit more presence. And that's it. We now have our three samples, a kick, a bass, and a synthy sound. We're going to create a brief 2-bar piece to show off our new samples. We're going to create 3 tracks assigned to the Native Instruments Kontakt sampler. And we're going to populate the samplers with our 3 samples. Let's create a piano so we can accurately tune these to the correct pitch. Not sure that's good. Okay. Let's lay down a rhythm track with the kick drum. Next, the bass. Well, that definitely sounds off. We're going to correct that in a little bit. All right, now the synthesizer. Now we're going to use the same synth sample, but with some reverb to create some chords. Now, let's fix that bass line. It's not right. What we're going to do is we're going to get rid of those errant little notes. We're going to drop the low sound down a half step, bring up the last step a bit, and then raise the high sound up a half step. Well, that sounds pretty darn good. So we've taken a single audio clip from a noisy construction site and have created a kick drum, a bass, and a synth sound using the very same clip. It just goes to show that you can create samples with any sound you capture in the great wide open. In my first sampling series, I used Native Instruments Kontakt and Battery to create the samples. But in this video, I showed you how you can make the samples directly from your digital audio workstation. In my case, I use Cubase. We cut the audio into pieces. We edited the start point and the end point. We doubled the audio, and we changed the pitch. And we added effects to get just the right sound, and we did it all from within the DAW itself. And then we brought it into Kontakt to play it. So you don't need a whole lot of fancy equipment to create beautiful samples. Most any workstation is going to be able to create the things that I created today. Even the free ones give you the ability to create wonderful samples. I'm going to continue creating videos showing you how to make samples from any kind of audio anywhere you find it. I'm also going to be bringing you videos showing you tips and tricks and how to work effectively in your studio, the best things you can buy for the least amount of money. So keep tuning in, and please subscribe to The Sound Sculptor. You can go out to my website, www.thesoundsculptor.com, and you can also subscribe to my YouTube video channel right here. So until next time, this is Jeff from Journey Productions. See ya.